If everyone could just put their blinders on and pretend that my house is spotless, that would be great. Welcome to a new episode of my totally disorganized life. The mission this week was to up my basics game given my wardrobe's sad lack of them. I started by making some adjustments to a pattern I made by tracing a t-shirt I already own and love. I did end up adjusting the pattern because I added to the side seam to make it fit my current size. Honestly, I did buy this when I was a bit smaller. After I added that, I realized when I made the mock-up for this that I'd made my shoulder seams too wide. I also turned the neckline into a scoop neckline because I am much more a scoop neckline rather than the original high neck that the t-shirt I copied this from had. Then it was time to move on to cutting the shirt out of the leftovers I had. The reason I had the leftovers is I bought this viscose jersey at Spotlight to make the Adrian blouse by Friday Pattern Company. And I'd cut that out earlier in the week, realized I had a decent amount of leftovers and figured I may as well squeeze out another t-shirt because why not? I need some more comfy basics in my life. I did have grand plans of making 4 tops in total, but honestly, it did not really work out for me. Alright, so while I do this part, getting my bobbin and everything organized, how about we just have a chat? While I was fabric shopping for this, I decided to play a little bit of a game that I like to call thread roulette, reminiscent of bobbin roulette, if you've ever heard of that one, because I had no idea what color threads I had at home, and I was so done with being out of the house by that point, I didn't want to walk over to the thread section and pick matching thread. So these are my 3 options. Now I know I want to do a twin hem on this, and I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Honestly, I think this one is probably, focus. I think that one is probably going to be the best one because this seems a little too yellow, whereas the other one has more of a blue undertone. So I think that's going to be the better option for the twin hem thread. So I will thread that. I don't have another spool of this, so I'm probably just going to use a bobbin to do the hemming. But then the inside stitching, it really doesn't matter what color it's going to be. No one's going to see the inside of this except for me. I'm in 2 minds whether I go with this one, which is a lot darker, but probably the one I'm least likely to use. The chances of me buying this color of fabric to need this color of thread is slim to none. I don't tend to go for like appley green. So I think I might use this for all of the inside stitching. It doesn't really matter, my overlocker thread is obviously not going to match this either because I only ever buy one color. I don't need matching overlocker thread. I'm the only one seeing the inside, as I said. So I think I'm going to use this for the inside, use this one for the visible stitching, and I'm just going to go before I second guess every choice I've just made. So let's get into it. Step 1, wind the bobbin. Don't judge my bobbin winding. This machine hates winding bobbins without my direct involvement, so please enjoy this snippet of half of my face looking real bored while I do this. Now that we're venturing into the world of sewing with knits because of the fact that I need basics in my wardrobe, we should probably go over some of the rules that I have gathered from watching other people sew on YouTube, and they've been very helpful. Shout out to Becca Berk because a lot of these tips I actually got from one of her recent videos. First rule of sewing with knit fabric. It's gonna look cactus unless you use your machine's walking foot. It took me way too long to figure this one out. I had many a wavy seam, and the walking foot just minimizes that a lot more. They're still slightly wavy, but that can usually be fixed with a good press of the iron. Second rule, make sure you use a stretch stitch. Zigzag is common and totally fine, but I think it looks ugly, so I always opt for the lightning stitch. I don't know if it's actually called that, but the picture on the machine stitch options looks like a lightning bolt, so that's what I'm going with. Third rule, use a stretch needle. Not all needles are created equal for all fabrics. I'm using a jersey needle here, but a ballpoint needle also works. Alright, update. I'm changing my mind on the thread color. We're gonna go with one of the lighter ones. Probably the one that I'm not using for the top stitching, because the dark one kind of shows through. So far I've only done the side seams and the shoulders, and I don't really think people are going to be looking that closely, but I know it's there. I'm not unpicking it. But I think for the rest of the construction, I might just go with a less conspicuous thread color. So t-shirt construction isn't exactly that complicated. The first step is the shoulder seams, the second step is the side seams, and here I'm just sewing up the short seam of the sleeves before overlocking it, and then I essentially just eased it into the sleeve head and stitched it in. It's really pretty simple. T-shirts are probably one of the most simple things that you could make, so a really good beginner project if you're new to working with knits. Okay, first t-shirt is 100% done. I've done the hems, I just used my twin needle. So that one is done, but I'm not wearing a bra, so I'm not gonna try it on because it's headlight central in that t-shirt, which if you want to flash your headlights and go off, queen, but I don't particularly want to do that this afternoon.
I'm a big fan. I also love their book.
The next day.
We're back. It is almost bedtime, so they're gonna be whinging children in the other room. I can't do much about it. I'll try and get my partner to clean up the audio in post because I don't know how to do it, but he's pretty good at sound mixing, so hopefully he can fix that. I'm on a deadline. I need to get both of these tops done today because this video is meant to go up this Sunday. It's currently Tuesday and I still need to edit it. So, but thankfully, knit fabrics work up quickly. So we're hoping to get the 2 Adrian tops done today. I'm gonna start with the patterned one because that fabric is an absolute pain in the ass. So I feel like I should do it first. It's beautiful fabric. But I did find my machine and my needles did not like it so much. So I used a stretched jersey needle when I made the t-shirt. Sneak peek, I am wearing one of the t-shirts I made earlier this week. I think I'm gonna try the ballpoint that I have here because like the stretched jersey theoretically should be fine, but my machine, the stitches were going funny, it wasn't working properly, so I wanna see if the ballpoint needle will be better. But anyway, I'm just gonna thread my machine and we're gonna get going. Everything's already cut, so I just need to thread. Remember how I said that this machine hates winding the bobbin without my direct involvement? This is what I meant. As you can see, it tried to wind and immediately decided it was going to have an absolute crash out, and I had to step in and help it wind. This is what I was talking about. This is why I say don't judge me. My machine has a mind of its own. It actually hates me when it comes to bobbin winding. So my camera's gonna die because I forgot to charge it. So I'm gonna finish making the patterned one, hopefully get all the mistakes out because I can't be bothered opening the instructions. This could go very badly. So I'm gonna make this one, and hopefully by the time I'm done and I'm starting the green one, the camera will be charged. So you might notice I've already brought out the green one. I may have absolutely stuffed up the other one. I should have looked at the instructions. I knew that would bite me in the butt. Did it anyway. And I sewed the sleeves together as if they were the bodice, and I've already overlocked everything, and that would be hours of unpicking. No, we won't be doing that. So it will be 3 tops this week because honestly, I looked at that and the amount of seam ripping involved looks like my idea of personal hell. So I'm just gonna call that one a loss. Whether or not I throw it in the bin is up for debate. I might look at it eventually and go, I will fix that. But also, given how much issue I'm having with stitching on that fabric, I might just throw it in the bin. I already have a t-shirt in the same fabric, so I might just throw it in the bin. It is what it is. But anyway, we're gonna keep going with this one that I sewed correctly. Still haven't looked at the instructions, but I learned from my mistake. I'm not really a tutorial channel and this is not exactly a how-to, so I think it's time for a bit of a sewing montage for this one. And if you were interested in seeing how this top gets constructed, there are many tutorials for it already on YouTube. So feel free to go have a look at one of those. I'm gonna cue some music and we're gonna get going.
Cute.
Hello. Can you say hello? What do you say? Hello. Okay, so I may have got a little bit in the zone and did all of the sleeves without filming. Oh, but they're done, and at least I sewed it correctly this time, so that's a plus. I still need to hem the sleeves and the actual top. I should do that. I should. What time is it? Alright, it's only 10 to 8, so I really should. I'll do the hemming. I can do this, and then I'll come back, and maybe tomorrow or potentially Thursday, because the kids are probably going to be feral tomorrow because we had a very busy day today. In the event that my kids are absolutely feral tomorrow, I will come back on Thursday and film it then. But regardless, we're almost done. So I'll chuck a few more shots of me sewing in here, and then we'll skip to the good part.
Thousand years later.
We were sparks on quiet streets, two hearts finding where to meet. But life pulled us apart, left me talking to the dark. If I called you tonight, would it feel the same? Or have we both moved on to different names? Take me back to the start, before the quiet and the scars. When the world felt small and your hands felt warm. Take me back to the start, if only for a moment. I've been up since 3, scrolling back what we used to be. Half truths in this late night chat, both of us knowing what it like that. Funny how we talk like we're fine, but your name still lives in my rhyme. Take me back to the start.